Hey guys. So, I honestly don't even know how to start this story or honestly like what to even really say cuz this happened last night. I'm still in quite a lot of shock, but yeah, I don't. Okay. So, the whole shebang. I hadn't seen Sinners yet, and my my homegirl was like, dude, it's fire. Like, come out and come see it. Da, 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 da. So I was like, you know what? I start school on Monday. Yeah, let's go. And I'm hanging with my boyfriend. Bro, yeah, let's go. So we get the tickets. We go. Our showing last night was at 10:30. 10:30. So we get there a little late. We get there like 10:45, something like that. We go and watch the movie. We're outside, and one thing about like me and my homegirl, like, we will sit there and we will talk. Like we've always been like that. We will talk. So we're sitting outside and we're like talking, like literally outside underneath the movie theater. And you know what? I'm never one to give like locations and all this, but Palladium, the Rim, San Antonio, Texas, 2 a.m. in the parking lot. Clock it. Clock it. Okay. So we're talking about the movie, just breaking stuff down, and we start talking about social media. We start talking about all this stuff, and the parking lot's a little like we're in like the bougie side of town, like the Rim. Like if you're in San Antonio, like you know, like the Rim. So like we're in the Rim, and like the parking lot's getting a little rowdy. Not like too crazy. People like leaving like bars or whatever. So we're like, yeah, let's get time to go. Let's walk to our cars. So we go. We walk to her car first because it's one of her, two of us. We're walking her to her car, and we're still talking a little bit. And we get to her car, and we're standing there. And we're talking. Sorry. So we're sitting there and we're talking. So, there's this silver, I want to say it's like an AMG BMW 4-door. And like he's like swerving through the parking lot, and it's like this silver, darkish, grayish truck that's like also like behind him. And they're like on the other end of the parking lot, like streaming and shit. And we're like, okay, it's getting time for us to leave, but they're over there. We're minding our business, like, you know. So they like come around, and I'm standing like this. My boyfriend's here, so he's right here, and my homegirl's like right here because her car is like right here. So I'm standing next to her. He's standing like in front of us, and they swerve like close to us, and like they throw they throw like a Gatorade bottle or something, and like it just misses like my man's shoulder. Crash out. And then they're cussing, screaming at us, and then we get all called the hard R by 6 drunk white guys in a car, and I don't know how many other people's in like the truck, but 2 females and a male, 2 a.m. in a parking lot, just talking about a movie, and we get called the hard R. In 2025. The silence is very loud. And so I've got some questions. I'm finna clock Santico's tea, Palladium tea, all that. All that. So here's my first question. I don't know a lot of movie theaters that don't have security driving around in your parking lot. So Santico's and Palladium, why is there no security driving around in your parking lot? Because and now my man brought up a really good point. Like I tend to think I tend to act first and think later. And so like I automatically like jumped up because everybody always says like, what would they do if somebody called them like the N word or whatever. And it's like, you never really know what she would do until it actually like happens to you. And like, when it happened, like my first reaction was like, oh, for real? Like this like whole other side of me want to like pop out. But like something that my boyfriend told me later, which was very, very true, it was like, so if anyone would have heard you, they would have got out, then I would have had to deal with that. And then it'd have been six drunk guys just against me. And then like when it that clicked, it made like the situation like even more like surreal and even more like dangerous because literally they really could have decided to do anything that they wanted to do for real. And that's a scary thing to think about, especially in 2025 and with everything else going on in the world right now. That's super terrifying. But back to Santikos, yeah, there's no security driving around in the parking lots. Like I'm just my friend's filing a police report. Hopefully, we're gonna get some CTV footage. Best believe this is not over because respectfully, like no, like especially like it's. I just got done watching Sinners, depicting that time where that was like so like easily just thrown out there, and it's like I come out and to get called, and I'm just. And look, this whole thing also taught me a very, 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 very good lesson. Also, it is so easy to react, just to react quickly and to react based off of like how you feel, and that could get you in a lot of trouble. And this also really like taught me that like I really should think before like I speak a little bit because this could have went like a much different way. And at the end of the day, like I am really happy that like we all got to go home safe. But like this just taught me just to be careful, like seriously, because you don't think that certain stuff can happen to you till it happens, and then you're just like, that just happened. And I don't know, like it's just kind of like it's been sitting with me a little bit. I've been kind of like feeling or whatever like this feeling is a little bit, and I don't know, I'm processing it, but yeah, so that happened. Yeah, I'm gonna get off before I start crying. Okay.